Hi, it's Rebecca from Sapphire Coast Tarot. I will be doing a weekend video for the Divine Feminine to see what's happening in the energies at the current energies at the moment. I will be pulling a few oracle cards to get some answers for you. So this is for the Divine Feminine, in regards to what's happening to the divine masculine that you're thinking about at the moment. Okay, what's going on for the divine feminine in regards to the divine masculine? Okay, we've got two cards out here. We have got the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Okay, how is the divine feminine feeling about the situation? How is the divine feminine thinking? How is the divine feminine feeling in the situation? What are their desires? What are their desires? Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, next we are going to look at what is the helpful advice. What's the helpful advice for the divine feminine? What's the helpful advice for the divine feminine? Helpful advice for the divine feminine. Divine feminine, spirits and guides. What's the helpful advice for the divine feminine towards the divine masculine? What's the helpful advice? Okay, so we've got the World. Okay, let's look at the challenges. What is the challenges for the divine feminine? The challenges for the divine feminine. What's the challenges for the divine feminine towards divine masculine? What's the challenges for the divine feminine towards the divine masculine? Spirits and guides. What's the challenges or the prevention? What's the prevention or the opposing energies? Okay, there's no challenges. Let's see if we can bring about by a little bit of a shuffle, get the energy into the cards. Okay, what's going on for the divine feminine as a challenge? What's the challenges for them in regards to the situation to do with the divine masculine? What's the challenges? Challenges for the divine feminine, sorry. What's the challenge for the divine masculine, divine feminine, divine feminine? What's the challenges for the divine feminine? What's the challenges? Okay, the challenge is the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's have a look for the outcome or the advice needed for the divine feminine. What's the advice needed for the divine feminine in regards to the divine masculine? What's the outcome? What's the outcome for the divine feminine in regards to the divine masculine spirits? Okay, we've got the Six of Swords and the Hermit. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, right, divine feminine. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. We'll talk about the Five of Swords first. Divine feminine. The number 5 of Swords. Okay, so this is an air energy, so you could be a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. The Five of Swords does speak about someone is not being honest to you. The divine masculine may not be being honest, or you may be around someone that isn't being honest with you. There is a deceitful energy, and they may have a hidden agenda. There might be someone leaving without telling the truth, so be careful. You need to operate ethically, and the card does also show defeat or loss. Next to that is the Ace of Pentacles. This talks about the material aspects of life, finances or home environment. The Ace of Pentacles represents prosperity and material gains. It does speak about good financial rewards, documents that are important. You may be receiving an important letter, or money or gifts are coming in for you. So this is what's happening for you at the present time. You could also be an earth sign as well. You could also be, so an earth sign is a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. So just be aware of the deceitful energy or the dishonesty, someone around you, or the divine masculine isn't going to be truthful in the situation. But as for yourself, I feel that you're growing your pentacles, and you're going to be having prosperity and material gains, financial rewards, possibly a gift being received, or an important document. Okay, so what you are wanting to receive from your divine masculine is the Page of Swords. You could be dealing with a air sign. This does talk about intellect challenges, animosity and analyzation. The Page of Swords does speak about someone who's very quick-minded, cool and deep, and doesn't speak unnecessary. They can appear insensitive. They do like to stick to the rules, and they can't understand why others don't. Or you could be receiving some delayed or disappointing news in regards to this, or you may have already had this. The helpful advice is the world. We are in a new cycle. So with the world, we are in the completion of a cycle, or the end. So remember that the cycle does move around. So whatever's happening with your divine masculine, this too will change. If this is not a very good cycle for you, just know that you will be moving around. This card does talk about success, victory and triumph. It's not overnight success, but rather a goal worked toward. The rewards that you will be receiving are well deserved, and you will be feeling delighted with your achievements. Okay, so we may have a messenger coming in here quite quickly. The challenge for you will be the Knight of Swords. Now this knight is very quick. They normally come in they come in the quickest and they leave the quickest. So just be aware that they could be coming in just to satisfy their own ego, and then they will be leaving. They are serious, so it could be some communication. They are impatient. They're normally a magnetic, swift person moving in, which can bring some chaotic energy. They could bring a better outcome, so be ready for the ride, the changes that this knight does bring in. This knight has strength and energy. Just be aware that they do come in. They are impatient but magnetic. They could bring some chaotic energy. So divine feminine, just be aware that whatever the outcome is, be ready to ride the changes that he's going to bring into you. That's your challenge. Okay, so in the near future, we see the Hermit card and the Six of Hermit card is the major arcana in this card. So I will read the Six of Swords first. There's lots of air energy in this. We have the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So this could be in regards to a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Okay, so the Six of Swords talks about moving out of stormy waters. The matters will improve and bring harmony, which will be restored. It does remind us of life lessons learnt. You may be going on a physical journey in the future, usually long, or it can be over water. So that's what that says. I mean, we can see in this card that the person and the family is moving away from the stormy waters and riding into, well, in this case, they're on their boat and they're gliding along in the ocean with their Six of Swords, moving out of the stormy waters. So this is what's happening in the future for you. Okay, but after that, it looks like you're going to be going into a bit of the hermit mode. You may also be dealing with a Virgo in the future. This card does bring some careful thought and contemplation. You may need to withdraw from the outside world in order to reflect about this situation. You have the answers that you need within, and the introspection might be needed to assess them. So it might be to take some time out and do some healing, meditation, and it seems that you will be moving away from the stormy waters that have previously held you in this cycle that's moving around. I feel that the cycle hasn't been the best for you, but this is moving around and you are moving out of the stormy waters into a better cycle, therefore a better life. So you do have the answers within you, so you may need to take out the meditation, like just do some meditation, get out into nature, put your feet in the water, the sand or the grass, and breathe in deeply outside in the fresh air. So that's what I have for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take an oracle card in to give you some advice. What's the advice for the divine feminine in regards to the divine masculine spirits and guides? What advice can we give them? What's the advice? What can we give the divine feminine? What's the advice? What's the advice for the divine feminine? The advice for the divine feminine in this situation. The advice for the divine feminine. The advice for the divine feminine. The advice. What's the advice for the divine feminine? Spirits and guides. Okay. We have got thinking of you. A loving thought, serendipity. You may be in a current situation here where you do have a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius in your life. They can have that anywhere in their chart as well. Just know that that cycle is moving around. You may have the dishonesty at present, but know that you're in a good position here. You may be receiving a gift, or there may be some sort of a document or information. It could be in regards to a divorce, or your divine masculine could bring the news that they have had a divorce. This person here is a messenger, so you may just receive a message. It could be delayed or disappointing news, but it's usually a person that comes in quite quick. They are insensitive, and they do stick to the rules. Remember that that's your helpful advice, that the cycle is moving around, and watch out for the Knight of Swords. They are impatient, they're serious, they can be magnetic, they do swiftly move in, and they do bring a chaotic energy. They could tell you a better outcome than what you're expecting. Just be ready for the ride, because he does bring, this person will bring in have strength. Masculine has strength and energy. Looking into the future, you are coming out of the stormy waters, and you may need to do some reflection and meditation to find the answers that you need in the situation. Okay, so we've got thinking of you as your advice. Right, Divine Feminine, what number have we got? 29. 29. A loving thought, serendipity. The card is confirmation that someone you have been thinking of is also thinking of you. It may be someone who has passed away, or a living friend, a family member or loved one. Our thoughts and feelings are energy frequencies or wavelengths that transcend space and time. We all transmit and receive information through our thoughts and feelings. It makes no difference whether someone is near or far, alive or has passed away. We are subconsciously in constant communication with those we think about and love. Having heard this, you probably imagine your thoughts travelling through space and time. However, in actuality, nothing really travels anywhere. This is because energetically or spiritually, there is no separation in the first place. We are all interconnected and ultimately one, eternally held within an ocean of divine love. The great cosmic ocean of life is as vast and endless as we imagine it to be, and at the same time it can be smaller than the smallest particle. The affirmation for you, Divine Feminine, is: all I love lives forever in my heart. I am one with all humanity. I am one with all creation. I am in constant communion with everyone. Time and space are real only when I believe they are. Okay, so I will be doing an angel answer card for you. What you need to do, I will be doing 2 of these. So you need to think about 2 questions. You can either pause the video, or you can ask the same question. It's up to you. You can pause the video and meditate on the question that you want to ask, or you can just say it out to the universe, or you can write it down. Okay, so for the Divine Feminine and the question that they are asking, what is the answer? What's the answer for the Divine Feminine? The answer for the Divine Feminine for the question that they are asking, spirits and guides. What is the answer? What's the answer that Divine Feminine are asking in regards to the Divine Masculine? What's the answer for the Divine Feminine? Nope, can't get that together. What's the answer for the first question, Divine Feminine? Okay, we've got don't stop. Okay, so I'm imagining that that just means just that. Don't stop. Okay, but I will read it out for you. Let's see. Right, don't stop. Don't stop. This is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams or plans. You're on the right path and you should see progress as long as you stay on course. It's very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. Okay, so the next answer, or speak your question now and get the answer. Okay, what is the answer for the next question for the Divine Feminine? What's the question for, sorry, the answer? What's the answer for the Divine Feminine for the question that they are asking, angels? What is the answer for the question that the Divine Feminine is asking? Okay, we have got the situation will improve. That's the answer for you. The situation will improve. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you. But the effort you put forth will be worth it and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work toward a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Divine Feminine, for the weekend in regards to the Divine Masculine. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.